Welcome to Ethereum Cat Herders meeting 61. I'm going to share the agenda in the chat. The first item listed here is the website update, but before that, we have William Zwan on the call. He is a new contributor to the Ethereum Cat Herders, so I would like to give this opportunity to him to maybe introduce himself.
Yeah, my name is William Schwan. Currently based here up in California, SF Bay Area. I will be I'm attending UBC, studying CS and business, double major. But yeah, excited to get more involved with the ECH. I'm also involved in Llama, helping some of their like treasury stuff, and I'm also involved as a Gitcoin steward.
Cool.
I think I saw you at the other meeting. I forgot. It was the meeting we were discussing. It was last week or something like that. Talking about like the delegation of votes or something like that.
Right. So William is also helping us with one of the short videos that we have started posting these days. So it's created by him. Thank you so much for that. And I hope to see him get more engaged with the cat herders work. Okay, moving on. The first item I see here is ECH website. Unfortunately, I do not see Michael on the call. I have some updates on that side, so I'll share that. And beyond that, let's see if Michael joins later in the meeting. So yesterday we set up the repository in Ethereum Cat Herders GitHub for migrating all the editable content of the present Ethereum Cat Herders website. So it should be managed by community. If they find anything, any resource that needs to be added on Ethereum Cat Herder website, that can be done with the help of pull request directly. And other than the standard structure of the website, most of the content will be updated with the help of pull request. As far as I know, the team is working on it, and I'm not sure on the part, like if the migration is completed. I'll check back with Michael on that, or maybe I'll ask him to leave an update on the Ethereum Cat Herders issue. Item number 2 is blogs and survey. As we all know, London is approaching. The first testnet is going to be live this week. There is a blog posted by Ethereum Foundation with timelines for all the testnet updates. So far, mainnet blocks are not decided, and we will expect one more updates on client side with the latest version for London upgrade ready versions. There is another blog on the Ethereum Cat Herders website that provides overview of all the proposals. Those are getting into London. So do check it out. And if people prefer a video version or explainer version, we have this playlist of London upgrades in Peep and Eep at Ethereum Cat Herders YouTube. Talking about this survey, we have received over 50 responses, and it's pretty good. We have different user group, right from the miners, students, E2 validators. This survey is still open. We would encourage more and more participation here. This is a feedback form for all the clients that are providing services. And if you are interacting with Ethereum blockchain, it's a good opportunity for you to share whatever you have to tell about your client, anything good, anything bad they would want to continue, something they don't want, they should not be continuing anymore. So please take out time and respond to this survey. Anyone has any question, comment so far?
Pooja, I just
wanted to touch upon the website changes. Maybe can you also loop me in or give me an access to the repo? I'll be taking care of managing the content and ensuring it is up to date. Like when the migration is about to complete.
All right. So as of now, this is a private repo. I'm waiting for the team to finish their work, and then I will provide further update. Yeah, happy to loop you in.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
But anyone can do a pull request, right? It's just a matter of whether someone will accept it, right?
Right. Yeah. So we are trying to get it in a stage where any changes, content changes can be managed with the help of pull request. And I'm assuming that the Anvatica team will be supporting any major changes and any structural changes that comes up with the website. So that is not clear so far. And there was this call that was supposed to be done a week ago. But I have not received any notification on that. So we will probably have a meeting in which the team will provide more information on how the transition would work, or maybe how the cat herders team can take up on the jobs done so far and will be managing the website on our own. All right. So the next item on the agenda is ECH new initiatives. So there is this big announcement. So far, stateless meetings were shared in the Discord channel that was available for discussion in ETH R&D channel. And now we have created a playlist for the community with past 4 or 5 meetings, I believe. Those are all good meetings, meaning they have this description of different topics of stateless. There are good presentations done by Vitalik, Tancred, Piper. So please check out Ethereum Cat Herders YouTube and the new playlist for stateless meetings. The next sub-item is community partners at hackathon events. We are trying to get in touch with the hackathon organizers and be a partner to support that event like hackathons, and support the Ethereum developers, as well as let people know that Ethereum Cat Herders is a group who are working to support the Ethereum community. And yes, we are in touch with a couple of organizers, yet no confirmation. So I don't want to reveal the name yet. As soon as we get any confirmation on that, we'll share the announcement. In addition to the last mentioned channel in the previous meeting, discontinued products clients, we have added a channel hackathon. Please feel free to add any information if you have about any hackathon ongoing, because we have a lot of new developers joining the Ethereum Cat Herders Discord. So it would be a good opportunity for them to participate and maybe make good use of the opportunity provided by these hackathon organizers. Okay. It seems like today we have more and more update size. Feel free to jump in and ask questions if anyone has any. So the next item is PEEP and EEP. In the past 2 weeks, we have organized 2 meetings, one with EIP 3541, that is a full London upgrade with Alex, Pavel, and Andrei. It can be considered as a pre-proposal for a proposal that is needed for EVM changes that would be in subsequent upgrade. Another one we did was a follow-up on EIP 1559 with Tim Baiko, Barnabe, and Micah Zoltu. Other than the overview and frequently asked questions, it has like very good conversation on what to expect after the upgrade. So it's a good watch for people who have either missed watching the overview of EIP 1559 earlier, or have some questions on the latest development. In the coming weeks, we have Altair client implementation with Adrian Sutton on Teku client. That is today at 2000 UTC. So this is about the client and the features implementation, how it was done in the client for the first upgrade of the beacon chain. In the following week, we will have another discussion on London's proposal, that is for difficulty bomb. We are going to invite James Hancock to explain about the proposal that is getting in the London upgrade. Any questions so far? All right. The next item is events and meetup. We have this ECC coming up. One of the cat herders member, Edson, he is expecting to be there, yet we are waiting on confirmation. And if it is confirmed, we will have a presentation from the cat herders side, a representation from the cat herders side.
I tried to get tickets to that, but they're not available anymore. I guess they're sold out.
Yeah, I am a little confused on the tweet side that they tweeted like they could not engage the speakers or the tickets are sold out. So it was a little confusing for me. And even I saw some tweets around secondary market for tickets for ECC.
Yeah, is there, how do you find out someone might have tickets for sale or something, secondary market? I'd love, if anyone hears about a ticket, I'd love to, whatever.
I'm pretty
it costs.
sure you're not allowed to sell your ticket for ECC.
Yeah, even I wasn't sure, like that tweet is you know, funny way, or they are saying it really, they have it.
What do you mean?
The secondary market for ECC tickets.
I'm not, anything I saw was kind of like people asking, just like to see if anyone would be willing to sell them a ticket. But
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain that ECC itself does not allow transferring tickets.
All right.
Any chance a cat herder poll can get special?
If you go as a speaker, I believe you're automatically ticketed.
Yeah, speaker. Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hear back like on the confirmation. I know Edson has already submitted the request to be a speaker, and if that is approved, we will have a presentation from cat herder side, but I'm not sure if we have any confirmation on that yet. Okay, moving on. ECH funding via ESP and Moloch. So Hudson could not join the meeting today, and he left some updates. So he mentions that he signed up the final document to release the ESP funding and sent via email to the EF. So that is in progress. And on Moloch side, Moloch team has been kind enough to offer us a sum of 10,000 USD as a gesture that they approve our work and a top-up fund. So if we need, we can use that for any of a new initiative or task that the cat herders are performing. So we are still considered for voting for our proposal.
Cool. All right, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Because we were receiving some funds from ESP earlier, we mentioned it to them that we don't need immediate funding, but at a gesture, they are still considering us. Thanks. Thanks, Moloch.
Thanks for all the work you put into that also.
Yeah, it's a teamwork. All right, moving on, the next item is meeting notes and action item for cat herders. I know we have received one notes completed, that is all core meeting 115, and I'm waiting on rest of the 3. I would highly encourage resources to finish up the notes in first 3 to 5 days. And in case they are not able to do that, do let us know about it. I'm happy to open notes for community participation. Anyone from the community who would like to document it after 5 days if it is not done. So please let us know.
Yeah, we're almost done with meeting 35. Sorry about being so late on that.
Thanks for the update. No worries. Yeah, because sometimes it is slipped, like the resource who is allocated and is not able to get any notification. That creates trouble, and we just want to avoid any kind of delay.
I'm thinking maybe what we can do is we can also enlist the help of the people who filled out that form or something like that. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I guess they wouldn't be doing the entire node, but like they can certainly help out with the node creation. I don't know, maybe like proofreading or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
nice to have a proofreader.
Yeah, proofreading is always helpful, but documenting notes is like bounty-based task. So we prefer someone to like finish up documenting as a whole, but because there are pull requests created before it is merged actually. So anyone who can give some time and go through the notes, that is appreciated. Okay. We are almost at the last item of the agenda. So that is cat herders PM issues, open issues. I see a lot of ECH engineering tasks open. And other than that, there is no new item. On ECH on engineering task, I have also made a suggestion to make use of the project board. I think that project board will be very helpful for us to showcase all our efforts in one place. And that would be easier for community to follow, like what all tasks have been completed and what are in progress. And even if there are some tasks that are open, and people can chime in and help out. I don't know, I don't see Alita here on the call. Maybe once recording is out, we can see if we can have all these tasks managed with the help of the project board. On the funding side, I believe all the requests have been like at least initiated. The first transaction has been initiated. We are waiting on approval. On this part, like it has come up in the multisig channel that we may be looking for someone to add to the multisig and kind of look into who are not very active member, revoke the access and add it to new people. So if anyone interested, please do let us know. I don't know if Brent, William, you guys have been here for a very, very long time. If you guys are interested, so do let us know.
I'll talk with you outside the call about it.
That would be nice. Thank you. All right. There is one issue for funding. I have left a note that is for one of the resource. Please provide the additional information that we are looking for, and I believe all of the issues can be closed soon. Okay, so now we are on the final item, going back to meeting notes and review. Does anyone have to bring anything?
I did have a subject I wanted to bring up after this, like after the action items and everything.
Oh, sounds good. All right. The first decision is add link to ECH website, telling people to subscribe to ECH Medium in order to get the newsletter done. I am not sure if it is working. I didn't get a chance to look into that. I'll check with Michael on this, if this has been incorporated. Record and publish meeting to discuss documentation and updates of the ECH website. That meeting hasn't been scheduled yet. I hope to get it done this week. And once it is there, we'll try to have the meeting recorded and share it with the rest of the Ethereum cat herders. Please respond to the survey about selection of Ethereum clients. I believe this is the survey for Ethereum users, clients, developers. So we are collecting information for your favorite client. Do let us know about your clients, that good thing, bad thing, or anything you want to share with us or your client. We hope to publish a detailed report about the data collected from this survey in the month of July. That's all from the agenda item, I believe.
Okay, I do have some, a small thing that I'm thinking that would be really interesting. I'm thinking that, so a few things. I guess the first thing is that there are like quite a few people who are pointing toward ECH as like, a good way for newcomers to get started. I think that's something to get like maybe some kind of pipeline. That would be interesting to make, like some sort of onboarding process where people can learn about the ecosystem, and then I guess like maybe if we can find like tasks that they can do, or like we can create new efforts. I know Pooja, you mentioned briefly that you want ECH to be sort of like the help desk for the Ethereum ecosystem. We can work towards that, like, and that's going to be pretty labor intensive, right? So I guess the first thing would probably be maybe setting some kind of bot so that when people join in, they automatically get pinged so that they fill out the survey. Second one is actually reform the survey, because I do know you mentioned that the survey was a little pretty outdated. So then we can actually see what kind of skills and qualifications. And probably the third thing is actually go through the survey responses, maybe see if we want to tap these people for some of the tasks that we come up with, and then bring them on and I guess start doing those tasks. So I guess thoughts?
I feel like hitting new users on the Discord with the bot isn't such a good, like I feel like the UX there isn't so great. People land for a variety of different reasons, but the idea of having the survey there and maybe even manually for people who are frequenting the Discord saying like, hey, do you mind filling out the survey or something like that, I think is a really great idea. So I think that updating survey is a really good move. I'm debating about the bot though. Like, I mean, as someone who gets to block many Discord bots a day, new people getting through to me to DM me is a problem, even if I don't recognize them. And I guess I feel bad adding one more onto the pile also.
Oh no, I mean like Me6, like when you join the server, when it's just like Me6 says, oh, hey, welcome Brent Alsop, say hi in general. We can also have said, if you're new here, you can fill out the survey.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah. There is a way to do it with no, that's only Discord's internal notifications that it makes that only you can see, I think. I don't know if there's a way to do that with Me6 or not. It's an interesting idea.
I can set that up with Pooja.
Let's think about it.
Perms.
Yeah. I'd want to just like maybe spend a bit of time thinking about it and maybe figuring out like what our options are, like what the best way to do it in a way where it doesn't end up like spamming the channel. Also, if we're getting traffic, but if you want, I'll pick up the conversation with you outside of the call.
Sure.
Maybe we could have like, because we've got a list of who are current cat herders, right? Maybe we could expand that to like have a database. Every time you attend one of the meetings or every time you take a note, you get a add and put a check mark, and then we have a page that lists William, and list how many ETH 1.0 meetings he's done the notes for, how many 2.0 meetings he's done the notes for, how many ECH meetings he's attended, and every time you attend, you get your count increments on those, and we can track who the most active ones are and stuff. That anyway, that what you measure improves, but yeah, just an idea.
Yeah, we could even have a nice POAP to encourage participation. I know some people are like, really new, so that, this would probably be like their first POAP, something like that.
Sorry, I can jump in here. Not producing content, but if the idea is to get people who are coming in, basically this is what would be called a good first task in GitHub, where it's like something very simple that people don't necessarily need a lot of context, and they can just jump right in and, oh, I take this link and I post it onto Reddit, or I tweet about it, or something that's very, very easily understandable and actionable. It doesn't require anybody holding their hand. So there could, for example, just be a channel in the Discord where, there's stuff that cat herders want to promote or share around. It could be a list of links from something like Week in Ethereum News, or even the cat herder survey. And instead of posting the summary link, you post the individual links. Part of this is maybe a little selfish because I'm one of the mods at our Ethereum, and we need a lot of help getting good content there. And I think this might be a way for cat herders and our Ethereum to have a mutually beneficial relationship. Just one idea, so I'm curious. I know I've mentioned it to Pooja before, but curious what other people think as well.
I'm debating like how much content we have to post there. I mean, the other kind of interesting thing with our Ethereum specifically is it'll have to be someone who already has like a bit of a Reddit account because of the 20 karma threshold there, which is 20 karma can sound very low on Reddit, but if you're completely new to Reddit, it can be a little bit frustrating figuring out where to start in order to try and farm that up. But
sure, yeah, that's true.
That's a specific our Ethereum thing, because there's still ETH Trader or ETH Dev and some of the other subreddits, and that actually can eventually even get you the 20 karma you need for our Ethereum. I take it it's still 20.
Good question. I'm not sure.
All right,
I know there's still a limit. Yeah.
Yeah. But that is interesting. The underlying idea behind it also of trying to come up with like good first tasks that are low intensity, but that could still give people an opportunity to like prove their own initiative and things like that. I feel like that's a good underlying pattern to look for. If anyone else has any other good ideas for like what would an Ethereum cat herder's good first issue look like? I think that's like I see that kind of as the underlying question that you're answering with that. If we do have material to post on our Ethereum, then that is great. The other thing is when it's something that we actually want to get visibility. So there's the old visibility problem. You want someone who already has like a bit of a more advanced account just to get themselves higher up on the feed. But it's something to think about. I think there's room to come up with like a good plan over there for like how we could incorporate something like that into good first tasks.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
And if anybody else, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, please go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, if anyone else has any ideas for like other things that we can use as like, I guess those good first issue kind of things. So I mean, either here in the Discord or anything like that, it'd be great to start coming up with a list and then maybe starting to try and use the issue board for that.
I'm sorry, today my internet connection is really bad. I am able to hear you all in parts, but I hope the recording on the cloud is working fine and I can go back and hear all the conversation. But from whatever I could collect, it seems like there are a lot of good proposals. Yeah, I did talk to Trent about it, like having someone to start posting on Ethereum Reddit on a regular basis. We do have someone with interacting with Reddit community, but he does it with I believe the ETH Staker or ETH Finance. But that's definitely giving us a good amount of community interaction, question answers that we are trying to help out with. Having someone on Reddit Ethereum would also be helpful. And obviously I mentioned it to Trent earlier that we might want to have some updated bots for Ethereum cat herders Discord now that we are over 1,000 users. I believe some of them are bots and some of them are trying to scam people just by showing that they are on Ethereum cat herders. So whatever we can do up to a certain extent to stop these people or these bots, we'll try to do, and that we are going to consider like on the highest priority to add at least some kind of bot checks that may be helpful. But yeah, William, if you and the other William, they would be like talking together and coming up more suggestions for how to improve that, I'm happy to get engaged. And yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking of speaking with the other William about that also, who seems to have dropped off the call.
Yeah, he did mention that he has like office call. I mean, obviously most of them,
okay,
yeah. Cool. So, but he will be listening to this conversation after the recording is made public, and yeah, we can start looking into it.
Yeah, the only reason I brought that up was just because if you scroll back through some of the joins, you could see like just there are chunks of time where it's like 20 bots join, and it's pretty easy to see if it's
pattern.
kind of an undifferentiated two-word name. It's just like nonsense words.
That sounds like it could be a Ubuntu release,
yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, maybe it's not an issue now, but definitely as the server continues to grow, you'll get, I mean, there are already some complaints about people DMing, and the only way to really avoid that is to have a CAPTCHA. There are many ones you can implement. So maybe it's just start to look at a few, see which one works the best for our purposes, and set it up or test it.
All right. Sorry, were you trying to say something, Santosh? I saw you mute and mute.
Yes, what I was thinking about is maybe we can have some sort of a playbook, like what categories we do when a person joins in a Discord, right? He or she to get a fair idea of what we do, which are the projects we are working upon, where they can find the community links and other resources, right? Like a one-pager playbook, which can help them to take wherever they want and research on their own, right? So that is something maybe it will be an added advantage, because most of the people who join right now, like I welcome them every day. Most of them talk about they want to do some tradings. Some people just doing some little bit of research on the development side, right? There are different set of people. One is the survey. Definitely it's going to help us the funnel out between people who are developers who want to contribute to the Ethereum community versus people who are more into the trading part of it. The other side is how do the developer reach to the necessary resources, so that will help us if we can have a playbook in place. Yeah.
Are you able to draft something like that up?
Yep.
Cool. Great.
Yeah, and Pooja, maybe can we have a channel between us, between all our contributors, like myself, you, William, everyone, and a close group where we can chat about the ideas, talk about things which we are doing. In case if we need some help, we can take each other's help. So something.
Yeah, so far the channels are created based on the task, but we can have an idea channel too if we want to have one more.
Yeah, more on not more on idea, but basically like in general, like we are a group of members who will work around the clock, right? So just seeking some help, discussing, brainstorming on the ideas. And so yeah, maybe general channel of a closed group.
All right, we'll look into that.
Hi guys. I joined a
Hey,
bit.
Antonio.
Hi. I was just listening in, and I came about 10 minutes ago. We might be able to help you guys on the bot. For your is it for Discord or was it Telegram?
Discord.
Discord. Okay. So if you get stuck, let me know. I can ask our DevOps to create, put the necessary kind of steps in place to make sure that everyone gets checked before they join. It's just to weed out any bots coming through, because we have it with one of the projects that we had. So they have to go through some kind of capture, and then they get quarantined. If they're a bot, they have to do some additional steps. So if you need someone to configure that, then I can get my DevOps to help you guys.
What might be
Cool.
useful actually is if you could just tell us which tool it is also. Like if you have a team over there that's like kind of done the research and figured out like what works well. So that saves us like just having to explore all the available options to some degree. So that actually might be a big help. Do you think you'd be able to do that?
Definitely. Yeah.
Excellent. Cool.
That would be helpful. Thank you. All right. So anything, any more thing we want to discuss today?
So there was something I wanted to bring up. I think I brought it up in the internal Discord like a while ago, like almost 2 weeks ago. Which is there have been a few ideas already to try and extend the Peep and Eep series outside of just EIPs into a couple of other kind of ecosystem topics, maybe technology, maybe more social culture. An idea that I thought we might be interested in pursuing is not just extending into subjects like technical subjects other than EIPs, but also trying to see if it might be possible to create some kind of relationship with existing tech podcasts outside of the crypto and blockchain space. And through a vehicle like that, talk about the more technical sides of blockchain, but also to audiences that can then be exposed to concepts and also use that to try and increase reach, try and get information farther out there. It might give us access to a distribution that we wouldn't be able to get that we're not organically at yet, I should say. The downsides might mean that we would be under somebody else's awning, that it would be probably somebody else's podcast, and we just, we'd be subject to whatever that would mean, like the fact that they'd be in control of it. But I was interested in just opening that up to discussion and seeing if anybody had a strong opinion about reaching out, about making developing a relationship like that, or anything of that sort. I'll try and leave the subject open a bit, just in case there are people who aren't on the call who do have a strong opinion about it. I might start researching, like there is a podcast that I was thinking of reaching out to. If there aren't strong objections to that, I might move ahead with that, but I will at least try and keep the subject open for a few days before I make a move on anything.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you had one in mind.
Yeah, I do. I haven't, I feel bad saying it just because I haven't reached out to them, and it might just like be a totally like no, never
Sure.
kind of thing, but yeah.
Okay, cool.
Sounds all good to me.
Cool. And that's it from my end.
Have you guys kind of discussed in the past about maybe an ambassador program for students at universities? So becoming an ambassador for ECH?
Wait, when you say ambassador, do you mean like having somebody on campus?
Yeah, somebody on campus, and that individual can also collaborate with other campuses, other universities. Just somebody to kind of this, kind of tell the world what ECH does, to have a bigger coverage, but focusing at university campuses.
I don't remember that subject specifically coming up. It reminds me of some initiatives that you've talked about, Pucha, but has that ever been directly discussed? Could be her connections cutting out. Puja may have had initiatives like that. I think there'd definitely be adjacent initiatives like that, but that does sound interesting. Do you have a specific idea around that, or are you mentioning that as an idea that like you think might be good for us?
I think it'd be quite good just to have a another reach, to bring more people into the community and having ECH kind of additional exposure out there. So it could be that you start off with the blockchain societies across the various different universities globally, and maybe start doing some kind of sessions with them online. And then eventually you start to secure kind of volunteers and new members of ECH from various different universities. So just a thought, really. So I think the easiest kind of group would be the blockchain society group to begin with, and then you can decide that afterwards. Computer science kind of faculties and the maths department, etc.
It's a really interesting idea. I'm taking some notes on it. I'll see what we're able to do to pursue that, but I think you're right. That does sound like a really good idea.
Right. So like I am in touch with some of the universities and trying to reach out to the students and the professors who are actually engaged on blockchain and trying to learn about the blockchain community. So we are already in touch, but we do not have an ambassador as such. But we're trying to get more and more information out with the help of the working group on the ground. We have one group in a particular location. Those are engaging more developers with the help of these hackathons and events that we mentioned in the call earlier today. We're trying to make connections with all these working groups and to reach out to those devs, encourage them to participate more. But definitely we can look into it more and maybe work on like a program, like detailed program, and reach out to them, make an outreach to them.
Yeah, I think I can help you guys a little bit on that one at some point in the future, because I'll be kicking off something very similar at Netmind at some point. So, so what I could do with that is I could link someone who's going to be the first point of contact at ECH to kind of take that conversation further with that particular university.
I'm willing. Yeah, you could link me. Truth is, if you don't mind DMing me on Discord, we could try and work that out a bit.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. I think that might be it for us. Anybody else have anything?
Thank you. And I'm extremely sorry. I don't know why my internet is not working properly today. I will have to go back and watch the recording. If I missed on any important discussion today and may not have responded to the question, I will get back to you and we'll discuss it further. Thank you everyone for joining today. I hope to see you all in 2 weeks on July 6th. Have a good day, everyone.
Thanks,
Bye,
everyone.
everyone.
All right,
Thanks
so-
for.
Thanks, everyone. Have a
Thanks,
good day.
everyone.